McCollum deciding where to go with it. You know, Brent, we know how intense NBA practices can get, but how often do tempers boil over?
Well, practices are where you improve, and it's also a chance for guys who are on the bench to let the coaches know they're ready for more minutes. So that competitive environment is going to cause some dust-ups, and trust me, Kevin, you don't hear about most of the things that go on behind closed doors.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force to be reckoned with, but Coach Willie Green said he's just scratching the surface. He's going to continue to get better. Over and over again, he's making the right play. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks. Here's Sohan. Johnson, the pass to Sohan. Clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Wembanyama has got 20 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
And it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
And the Spurs making a change here. Kleber's checked in. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for New Orleans.
And right now, people are wanting to tune in as Brandon Ingram is putting on a show. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Passes to Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Sinks the triple. Ingram's got 15.
Terrific feed from Valanciunas, a big man scanning the deck.
Wembanyama against Valanciunas. Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. 9-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Ingram adding more muscle and a little more moxie each and every year.
Brandon Ingram, Tiny Dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent, and he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And here is Marshall after the three-pointer from Keldon Johnson. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Alvarado, defended by Jones. Alvarado passes to Valanciunas. Ingram outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Branham. He doesn't hit that one. Pelicans trail by 7. Daniels kicks to Marshall. To the middle, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at the Clippers. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
Nancy's checked in for the Pelicans. It's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans.
Trey Murphy.
Spurs leading by 7. Out to the wing. Here's Kleba. Pelicans pull it in.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now here's Graham. Here's Collins. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 4 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 9. There's the pass to Nance. He dishes it to Ingram. Shoots over Johnson. And that one's good. Ingram's got 9 points now in the quarter. San Antonio calls timeout. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big three, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Johnson. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Zeller's checked in. Graham, the pass to Payne. Here's Osman. Here's Collins. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Collins has got his second basket of the night. Ingram deciding where to go with it. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. Here's Alvarado. Payne covering. They get it again. Zeller inside. He's guarded by Collins.
Collins affecting that shot right there with his size.
To the wing right side. Osman kicks to Kleba. Pass to Graham. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Payne. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. Payne kicks to Graham. Here's Osman. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Osman's got 15.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
1:31 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Here the three-point line. It's McCollum. Rebounded by the Spurs. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Collins, good. He's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pope loose. Ingram outside. Pass to McCollum. Over Payne. Again, McCollum missing.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They need this. And it's Ingram missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Payne. Over in the corner, Osman. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Doesn't go that time. And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Wembanyama. Jones is out there with Johnson. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And McCollum with the slam.
Well, McCollum on the inside, driving in and not backing down. He got up there.
Down low, Wembanyama. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wembanyama has got 24.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Passes it to Daniels. Ball's knocked loose. Jones against McCollum. Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Sohan. Off target from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 17. Here's Marshall. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Marshall's got his first 2 points of the night. To the inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 43% from the field. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Pass to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. Daniels passes to Valanciunas. And that one is off. Good defense by Wembanyama. Here's Jones. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 21.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Williamson. Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pass now here in the fourth.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama. He's fantastic at using it for great shots.
Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Jose Alvarado comes in for Daniel. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And when Zion Williamson Brent is on the floor, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, but we got to keep him on the floor. That's the way that not only Zion's going to improve, but this is the way this team has a pathway to the playoffs.
They double-team McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas. And the Pelicans miss again. San Antonio leading by 21. Passes it to Branham. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. McCollum, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And with the new CBA, Greg, free agent conversations can start basically the day the NBA Finals conclude. Do you like that move?
I think it's good to have rules that teams will actually follow. In the past, it was July 1st, and let's be honest, teams were talking to players well before that.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for San Antonio. Devontae Graham comes in for Trey Jones. The Pelicans also changing it up. Liddell's checked in. And Hawkins subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And it's Williamson missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Yep, that one goes.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Liddell. Hawkins with it. And the Pelicans miss again. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 20-4 run. Kept alive. Outside for Wembanyama. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Ingram outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help.
Out to the right wing. Here's Osman. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Alvarado. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
Marshall, he's checked in for Ingram. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
He gets that one.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Payne finds Wembanyama. You know, Brent, here we are looking at the New Orleans Pelicans. It does seem like they are improving. What do you think?
Well, they made the playoffs in 2022 and the play-in tournament in 2023. But there's something that they haven't had on the floor that you feel like if that gets right, they're going to get right.
And the Pelicans making a change. McCollum's checked in. Snatched up. And the basket by Alvarado.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To the paint. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
New Orleans making a switch here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Zeller. Zion Williamson comes in for Larry Nance. Ingram, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Graham with the bucket.
And Graham not afraid to go inside and finish through traffic. Skilled at using his body, and a nice job to shield himself from the D.
McCollum finds Valanciunas, and here is Ingram. In the corner, Daniels. And the NBA, Brent, doing away with positions for the votes for all NBA teams. We could see some interesting all NBA teams now, though, with that in mind.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin, especially in a game that is dominated by wings and guards because of player movement and three-point shooting. But I love it. You're rewarding the guys who have had phenomenal seasons and are deserving of that kind of recognition.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Marshall can't hit.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Impressive job by the players and coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from three.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
He was all alone on that one.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close. Things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now Alvarado. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.